What's up, guys? We're here on another one today. We just got a few to mow today, and I've got a irrigation controller to install at this house. We've been doing a little bit of work on it all year, trying to get it back to where the customer wants it. As always, we're going to stay hydrated. Get down in there. Let's grab one of these cold ones. We just added some grass seed here, guys, and starting to see some little bits of grass grow in here and there. We're also gonna check on a sprinkler over here that I found last week that we've either got a busted pipe or we've got one that's stuck underground. I'm not sure, but you can see there's just dry areas still everywhere. Anyhow, we're just picking up the toys. You know, customers that have dogs, you got to pick up dog toys once in a while. Go ahead and grab my favorite shovel. Get our bucket. We got our new timer. I'll always pull this out, take a picture so we know how everything was. We'll undo our control wires for the stations. And we'll try to put them back in the same place. Doesn't really matter as far as you're gonna get water on the lawn no matter what, as long as you have them hooked up. But some places they might want them to be in a certain order as far as when the stations turn on and shut off. Also, I'm installing an 8-station controller. It's just what I had. She's only got 5 stations, but it also allows for expansion in the future. They say they plant a tree or something like that and need a new zone, whatever the case. And it's not going to cost the customer anymore. So I'm only charging her for a 6 zone. The old one out. Go ahead and get these together so we can get them through the pull out her new controller. Just like this. Go ahead and hang it. Maybe. For a second. Comes with new screws. Stick the old one back in the box. I'll take this to the timer graveyard, aka the dumpster. And now we get to do some fitting here. We may have to adjust this conduit here. Yeah, see our screw here is just a little low, so I'll probably just move it up instead of messing around with the conduit. I need an extra hand here. Should go up there, it should work. Just like that. Yeah, looking good there. I dropped one of those screws, so we'll find another one in here. We'll leave this with the customer inside the box, even though it tells you basically all the same stuff on the door here. Go ahead and put in our anchor screws. Try to make it as straight as we can. Somewhere about there. Looks good. Oops. If you can get it to start, that is. I may or may not be a carpenter. That looks pretty good. Straight enough. Just like that. And we're gonna go back to our wiring. I know this one wasn't used. At least straightened out. I know white is common. White is always common. Although I would give you one word of advice when doing irrigation repair. Always just assume that whoever was there before you had no idea what they were doing and you're starting from scratch, because there's been a couple of times where I've showed up and had to undo a bunch of previous person's work and unravel the mystery as to what they did. So that's your tip for the day. I was just on a job here the other day, and the lady had 3 zones hooked up to 1 control wire or control stud on the box. She also had a whole nother zone that wasn't even hooked up, and wondered why she had this big dry spot in her lawn. But it was kind of masked because the existing sprinklers did cover that area. There just wasn't what you want, which is head-to-head coverage. And so I was telling her we may need to put in another zone down the center. Well, I thought, man, I should go check the valve boxes out. I opened it up. She had a 4-station timer. I opened it up and I ended up finding, let's see, 7 zones. In fact, I still don't know where 1 valve is. It's hidden somewhere, but it doesn't matter because it works. Anyway, that's just one example where thinking the guy before you or the homeowner knows what they're doing can get you in trouble. Now we're going to look at our picture on our phone again. We're going to make sure everything is where we want it. So I zoom it in. We got red, blue, yellow, green. Red, blue, yellow, green, black. Red, blue, yellow, green, and black. So she's got room for 3 more zones if she ever decides to add them. Like I said, normally I'd have just installed a 6 zone, but I had the 8 zone, and it's not going to cost the customer anymore because I get a discount from my irrigation supply, and I just gave it to her because I'm a nice guy and she's a good customer. All right, now we're going to go ahead and plug it in. Nice little wasp nest in there. Sometimes I might try to do something with this. I'm not really going to worry about it here. It's not a bunch of stuff being done over here or anything like that, so we'll just kind of leave it. We'll go ahead and put her cover back on, because I'm pretty sure all these are nice and solid. It's plugged in. We're going to program it. I'm going to go to date and time. It's 1:27 p.m. currently where I'm at. We're going to go ahead and set our year. It is 7:24 and it is p.m. and boy, it's only 2 minutes off. How that doesn't usually happen. All right, we're going to go to start times. We're going to run 1 program, 1 start time on this program, and we're going to make that. I like to start around 5 in the morning. I don't like the grass sitting, or the water sitting on the grass any longer than it has to. You can kind of increase your risk of fungal disease and things like that. So we're going to do that. Go to run times. I'm going to set each station to run for a half an hour. If I remember right, we don't want zone 5 because zone 5 is the drip zone. We'll go ahead and check that when we're done here. So we'll go to her water days. I have been watering every day because we're trying to get that grass seed to grow in, so I'm just going to go ahead and leave that for now. We do have water kind of restrictions. You're supposed to water on certain days, but I think you can kind of get around that when you're doing projects such as trying to get new grass to grow. So we'll go ahead and leave that. We don't need anything on seasonal adjust. We're ready. We're going to go back to start times. Oh, not start times, run times. And we're going to add a couple of minutes and just see if I was right. And this is the drip zone. We're going to put it on 5. We're going to turn it to run. We're going to watch over here. This is the drip line. We should know. Yep, and there we see. We got a leak. That's not, we don't want that on. So, just like I thought, we'll go ahead and turn it off. And we're just going to go to our run times and make sure that that's at 0. So now we're just going to go to manual. We're going to turn it to run. And we're going to do a test. We're just going to make sure all our zones are running. For American flag here. Stick that back up for her. That's zone 1. Zone 1's doing fine. We do actually have a... Oh no, we're looking all right. We kind of got one there in the center. Couple of them that aren't doing super great, but the lawn is green. Yeah, these are probably just too low. We probably need to get in here and elevate these couple of sprinklers, bring them back up to grade. But for now, it's keeping the grass green and the customer's happy. And so we will fix it more definitively when she gives us the go-ahead. She knows about a bunch more problems that she has with her system. And you know, it's kind of expensive to work on all the time, so you do it a little at a time as you can. We go to zone 2. I'm gonna look over the fence this time. Well, if you can see it over there, but that's the other zone in the front. Go zone 3. One of these is the one we need to check. And somewhere right out here, we've got bubbling. And yeah, guys, sometimes you encounter some dog poop as well. I used to be pretty finicky about it, and I do have some ethical reasons why. Because if somebody's dog is sick, you run over the dog poop and then take it to somebody else's lawn, you could make their dog sick. But I don't worry about it as much anymore. If I get a bunch, I will go ahead and go and clean off the mower. I may charge the customer if they are a repeat offender, but I don't worry about it too much with her. As you can see here, a bunch of water coming out of the ground. I gotta figure out why. Go ahead and move that dog poop out of the way. And you can see these couple of sprinklers out here aren't getting full pressure. And I've replaced the nozzles a couple of times, adjusted them. So I think she's got something going on in here. See water bubbling out. Oh, there's a sprinkler there. I just broke it. Or I got it up above the ground. Yeah, that's what it was, guys. And you'll find that if you come to a yard where somebody's system hasn't ran for a couple of years and you get it started, sometimes the grass will grow over that sprinkler. There's a lot of double coverage here. As you can see, there's kind of a perimeter zone. Some of it's not on right here. This is another one that's, what's happened is over the years, this slope has kind of started to come downhill, and it starts covering up these sprinklers and it keeps them from working. As you can see, maybe it just gets in, you know, this edging has just come over the top of this sprinkler, and so then it doesn't reliably come up anymore. So we'll go ahead and adjust that one out. And like I said, these ones in the center, I'd like to see them running better. But we also have a zone along the patio that covers some of this. And as you can see, looking in here, we do have some new grass coming up. I seeded all of this. And it'll probably take one more seeding. And that's something I'm just doing for the customer because she's a nice lady. I do see a spot over here that still just looks really dry. Again, she needs more work on this. We could turn this one off. You know, it did improve the pressure marginally. I'm going to go ahead and turn these to where they're only doing halves. I think we might just have a pressure issue in general. Now if I do that, I seem to get quite a bit better coverage. We're going to go ahead and leave it like that. Now I think we'll get this dry patch over here too. Yeah, much better anyway. All right. It's an improvement. Like I said, man, sometimes it's trying to unravel a years-long mystery, and most systems I show up to, I can get going and fix them right away. But some of them, it really just depends on who designed and put in the system, and then who's messed with it over the years. Yeah, see, we got another one here. It just needs to be brought up to grade. And as you can see, we've got this zone along the patio that gets out here too. You know, we've got another wet spot here. I bet she's got another sprinkler. We're gonna go back to that last zone. I bet you it's right in line with this one too, somewhere in there. Yeah, see, we've got another. You just gotta kind of feel around for them. I got lucky on that last one and got it the first time. Oh, right here. There it is. There's another one. Go ahead and just kind of open up some space around her. And now that's going to be helpful too. All right, well, I think we're good on making sure it all works. We did a couple extra little things to help. We've got one more job today. We're gonna go mow my buddy's yard and we're gonna be done. Looks like it's starting to cloud up. Might actually get a little bit of rain in the desert today. We just got done cutting his yard. It was wet, heavy. He just put in some new sod in the back, and you can tell he's getting a lot of water and a lot of sun. Go back here and show you, because I'm not sure if I got any footage of mowing it or not. I thought I did, but maybe I didn't. Yeah, you can see, guys, we can't mow any of this. This is just like a swamp right now. Looks like he seeded that. And so we're just gonna trim that as best as we can. We'll trim along the edge and Yeah, that's about it. Here's the dog. Yeah, man, wet and heavy. Gassing up today?
Yes. Had to put gas in it.
Ain't got no gas in it. We got that Echo 2620, the Black Diamond. This is the PAS. A couple other attachments for it. That's it for this one. We're gonna go ahead, get to the car wash, get some of this grass and mud off. That's it for today, guys. We got our jobs done for the day. We got everything cleaned up. Now we're gonna go home, enjoy the weekend. Hope you guys have a good weekend too. See you on the next one.